Good morning. You got some stuff to sell?
Yeah. So how does this work?
You give us books, we give you money.
How much money?
You won't be able to retire.
How long is this going to take? You said 10 or 15 minutes. Is it 10 or 15?
I'm sorry, I should have been clearer, ma'am. It will be 10 to 15 minutes, or any of the numbers in that range.
It's been 10 already.
What sort of thing are you interested in buying?
Well, what do you have?
I didn't bring anything with me. I thought it'd be better to check it out before I brought anything in.
Okay, I'm almost finished. Now, if you could step back just a scoop so I can stand up, I will get your stuff added up and send you on your way.
Am I in your way? Sorry.
Ma'am, could you back up just a little bit more? I still can't stand up. Okay.
You still don't have room?
No, ma'am. I don't.
Well, I can't really tell you what we would pay until I see what you have to sell.
I understand that. But I'm not going to lug a bunch of books in here if it's not going to be worth the effort. So I'll ask you again. What sort of things are you interested in buying?
Not aluminum cans or kitchen grease.
Probably get top dollar for Shakespeare Folio or Gutenberg Bible.
Please don't speak to the customers. Midwich cuckoos make them nervous.
Has anyone ever mistaken you for clever?
Has anyone ever mistaken you for human progeny? Think of a brick wall.
I got a quarter for you. I'm really sorry. I can't use any of the stuff.
That's cool, I understand. They're in my grandma's basement. They're dank and funky, I know. Could you just throw it out? I can't. Superstitious. And can you give me 50 cents so I can get a Coke?
Sure.
Hey! You almost knocked me down.
So sorry I didn't see you. You must have been in my blind spot.
You really need to learn to watch other people's space.
Do I?
Wouldn't hurt.
I have $8 for you. That's fine.
There you go.
No! Stop this madness!
Give the gentleman his change, Gomez.
I can't do that.
You can and you will. Really sorry about my friend. I wish I had a rational explanation for his behavior.
That's okay. Good luck with him.
Have a lovely day.
So you're saying that you actually have a signed copy of Leaves of Grass?
No. I'm just asking for a ballpark figure.
You know what? I personally guarantee that we will give you 1,000 American dollars for whatever you bring in here.
That will work for me. And your name is?
Gomez.
What's your name tag?
G stands for Gomez.
Gomez, go take that shit out.
No, I'm saving this reading material from assured destruction. Books are sacred. The written word has power, Dan.
Oh, if only I had opened a bookstore and given you a job there, and then we could learn about the power of the written word together. Gomez, pretty please, go take that shit out.
This shit is not shit. It's lit.
It's moldy Sidney Sheldon Book Club editions, and an old newspaper, and a coffee-stained takeout menu from a Chinese restaurant that closed years before we opened.
Where can you get a Coke for 50 cents? 1989?
What exactly is wrong with him?
I think reading Lolita in Tehran has something to do with it.
Here, you should keep these. The Ayatollah cannot veil our minds, sister.
There was a Howard Garrett book in there.
The gardeners are always first against the wall when the revolution comes.
Take this box out, do it quickishly, and wash your hands before you come back to work. It's the law.
Only after going to the bathroom.
It's God's law, Gomez. Hey, Lindy.
Hey, you got some chapbooks for us?
Oh, no, just some stuff I'm gonna get rid of. You know, just stuff.
Hey, Darren.
I heard you guys are buying books.
Yeah.
I have books.
Cool.
Really good books.
Sweet.
My books.
Books that you own which you wish to sell?
That I wrote. Bagler Originals.
We don't buy your books, Darren. You sell them on consignment.
But you're buying what's-her-name's books.
Yeah, we're buying her books. We're not buying her books. Like you, she sells her books on consignment. Unlike yours, her books actually sell. Which reminds me, Lindy, I have some money for you. Darren, as always, I have none for you. Anyway, we're stocked to the rafters with Bagler originals.
Not literally. Nice simile, Dan.
It's not a simile, it's an idiom. Technically, it's hyperbole. Most idioms are hyperboles.
Thank you for that, brat.
Go fuck yourself? That's an idiom. Your face is like hammered monkey shit? That's a simile.
There is a child in this store.
Thank you, Mrs. Grundy.
Do you need something?
Yes, money. I want to sell this book.
Do you have a parent or guardian with you? We don't buy books from minors here.
I'll sell it for her.
You don't need to do that. E.G.B, just buy the brat's book.
Too much for you?
I don't think I need to read it for a 7th time.
Modest as a timorous titmouse you are.
Bankhead, your intercourse is pathetic. Give me my money and stop your cuntation.
I'll give you $4, Brad.
Are you serious? This isn't even in paperback yet. You're gonna sell it for at least 17. Dan, E.G.B is being penurious.
Dan, the brat is demanding I tweak her penury.
He's trying to penalize me for being smarter than he is.
Your sagacity is no more penetrating than my own.
God, you're so rectopathic.
Excuse me! I refuse to stand here and listen to that kind of talk.
I'm so contrite.
I was going to sell these, but now I'm just going to leave them here and hope that the message of Jesus pricks your hearts. Excuse me.
What was that all about?
Chick tracts.
False advertising, man.
Oh God, it puns.
Got your buy ready, Lindy. How about 40?
Excellent.
Hey, will you get 15 for the brat while you're in there?
15. You know he's patronizing you. An adult would receive far less money.
I don't give a shit.
Whose are these?
Bagler left them.
I thought you said we weren't taking any more of D-Bag's books until we've sold at least one.
We're not. He just left them.
Thank you, Dan.
Hey, see you later, brat. Yes?
I have something to sell that is not my own creation.
Stack of Dallas Observers, which are freely available all over the city, including in the stand right outside my store, which is presumably where you got them from.
It's Chet's store, Dan.
I'll give you a quarter.
Can you make it 50 cents so I can buy a Coke?
No.
Will somebody tell me where I can find this magical vending machine, because I could really use a Crystal Pepsi.
This will not be forgotten.
Oh, we left his damn books again. Would you take those out to him?
Can I throw them at his head?
Only if you whisper his name and he doesn't answer in 3 seconds.
It's uncomfortable how much I love you sometimes.
Sad.
What is?
David Foster Wallace. Such a shame.
It's a shame he didn't kill himself before he wrote Infinite Jest, right?
And 8 o'clock. Officially, the store is now closed. Now, we can start our meeting. Dan, Gomez, Candice. Please take some refreshments.
Aside from elementary school principals, who calls food refreshments?
Corporate does. He also says luncheon meat and oleo.
Now, I think we've all learned a valuable lesson today about disagreeing with hipster literary taste out loud in this store. In future, we will all reserve our snarky comments for Dan Brown, Stieg Larsson, and the current New York Times bestseller list, regardless of what our true opinions may be. That's all I have to say about that. Now, the reason I have called this meeting is because I have an announcement to make.
In a couple of months, CliffNotes will be hosting its first ever book signing.
And for an author who doesn't bind their own works with a swing line stapler.
Thanks for dumping on our friends there, Chet.
Not my friends.
No such animal.
Children, please.
Who's the author?
CliffNotes will be hosting the book signing for... Wait for it. The preeminent author of post-urban contra-romantic classical neo-Heinleinian bodice rippers in the Southwest.
Bob Spanks?
Bob Spanks.
I'm familiar with his work.
His new novel, Chiphead, comes out next month, and we are the first stop on his book signing tour.
It's going to get really crowded in here.
We won't do it in the store, Dan. We'll do it at the Kessler or at the art gallery down the street where you have your little poetry nights.
Didn't you have a book signing here once before I worked here?
We were supposed to have a signing for Jeffrey Lent right after I bought the store. Dan set it all up, but bastard stood us up. Never showed. I was really embarrassed.
I felt really terrible about that.
But Spanks lives in Dallas, and I know him personally.
Where from?
He had a party at the Princess Palace for a couple of the third world kids he rented for that Vanity Fair story last year. This is going to put us on the map, children. You should all be very excited.
If he calls us children one more time, I am sneaking into his house at night and putting strychnine in his oleo.
This is going to be a major pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Is everyone going to eat their animal credit? You can't have any more than has already been given, Dave.